Miss Henrietta Bascombe and Miss Ismene Hyssop stood with candle-lighters at the ready, waiting for the sounds of the arrival of their first guest. Unthinkable that they should light the candles beforehand, Henrietta and Miss Hyssop were both well-versed in every penny-pinching way of impoverished gentility. Although it was winter, the fire had not yet been lighted. Warmth also had to wait for the guests. Henrietta had lately inherited a fortune. £5,000 was a fortune after years of trying to make ends meet, but she did not want to waste a penny of it. Her father had been a country doctor who had earned so little that he had often acted as vet to supplement his small income. When he had died, he had left Henrietta his small house and pocket-sized garden and very little money. With the sensible view that two impoverished ladies can live together more cheaply than in separate households, Henrietta had offered a home to her old friend and former schoolteacher, Miss Hyssop. Together they had worked at trying to exist on as little as possible while keeping up appearances. They wore cotton dresses instead of silk, claiming they preferred washable materials. They bought yesterday's bread from the baker's to feed the birds, and gave genteel card parties where, with grim determination and flushed faces, they played for shillings and sixpences as if they were the most dedicated gamblers of St. James's, playing for thousands. The fortune had come as a great surprise. The money had been left to Henrietta by the local landowner, Sir Benjamin Prescott, in his will. He had turned religious before his death, and, conscience-stricken that he had never paid Henrietta's father for any of that poor man's excellent services, he had decided to make amends by leaving Henrietta the money, with a view to providing her with the dowry. But Henrietta had other plans for the money. So the evening's entertainment was not just a tea party, it was to be more like a council of war. For Henrietta meant to go into trade. In vain had Miss Hyssop protested. Henrietta was determined to open a confectioner's in London's West End, and nothing Miss Hyssop could say would move her from that resolve. Henrietta would need shop assistants, and the best London